Hello students, I am Kinjal Parmar. Welcome back to the video lecture series of Digital Fundamental. Today we will discuss asynchronous up and down counter. So let's start with the definition of asynchronous counter. Here we have a asynchronous up and down counter. Now this asynchronous counter, here this asynchronous counter is basically a group of flip-flops in which all flip-flops do not have same clock signal. Okay, this asynchronous counter, that means a counter in which all the flip-flop does not have same clock signal and it will be triggered one by one. Okay, this asynchronous counter, that means all flip-flops will triggered one by one. And here we have a up and down counter. This up and down counter, that means a combination of up counter and down counter. This up and down counter can count either in a upward directions or in a downward directions depending on our requirement. Okay, this up and down counter can count either in a up directions or in a down directions depending on our requirement. So to design asynchronous up and down counter, if we want to design and beat asynchronous up and down counter, so we have to use AND flip-flops. Okay, if we want to design and beat asynchronous up and down counter, so we have to use AND flip-flops. Okay, here we use either JK flip-flop or T flip-flop with high input. Okay, here we use either JK flip-flop or T flip-flop with input 1, that means in a toggle mode. In a asynchronous counter, this flip-flop does not have same clock signal and here these inputs are same, that is 1. Okay, so all flip-flops have input 1, that means all flip-flop will work in a toggle mode. This asynchronous up and down counter, here in this asynchronous up and down counter, first flip-flops are connected in such a manner that first flip-flops have external clock signal. Okay, first flip-flop have external clock signal and then after second flip-flop has a combination of the output, that means we connect Q and Q dash in a combinations. Okay, here we connect this two output with combinations and we connect that combination as a clock for a second flip-flop. Okay, here we connect in up and down counter, we connect combinations of this output and this output is connected to the clock for a second flip-flop and so on. Okay, so here in a asynchronous up and down counter, whenever we want to calculate either in a up directions or in a down direction, so depending on any of the output will be active at a second flip-flop clocks. Okay, any of the output will present at a clock for second and so on. So here using this combination of both the input of previous flip-flops, we can count either in upward directions or in a down directions. An asynchronous up and down counter can count either in a upward directions or in a downward directions depending on this one mode signal. Okay, if we want to count either in a upward directions or in a downward direction, so we have this mode signal. Using this mode signal we can count either in upward directions or in a downward directions. Here we have this mode signal. Okay, so this mode signal is basically used to count either in upward directions or in a down directions. If we have a m is equals to 1, okay, if we have a m is equals to 1, so this asynchronous up and down counter can work as asynchronous up counter and count in a upward directions. Whenever we have a m is equals to 1, okay, so whenever we have a m is equals to 1, this asynchronous up and down counter can work as asynchronous up counter and count in a upward directions. And if m is equals to 0, okay, if m is equals to 0, so this asynchronous up and down counter can count in a downward direction and work as asynchronous down counter. Okay, so here using this one mode signal we can count either in a upward directions or in a downward directions. So if we want to design asynchronous up and down counter, so here we have two types of flip-flops, that is either negative age trigger flip-flop or we have a positive age trigger flip-flop. Okay, so using this either negative age trigger flip-flop or using positive age trigger flip-flop, we can construct asynchronous up and down counter. Okay, so let's discuss first asynchronous up and down counter using negative age trigger flip-flop. So here we have a negative age trigger flip-flop with high input. Okay, in this asynchronous up and down counter we can use negative age trigger flip-flop with input 1. Here we use either JK flip-flop or T flip-flop and connect 1 as an input. That means we have a flip-flops in a toggle mode. Okay, so in this asynchronous up and down counter we use negative age trigger JK flip-flop or T flip-flop with input 1, that means in a toggle mode. Now here in asynchronous up and down counter we can connect flip-flops in a such a manner that first flip-flop has an external clock signal. Okay, first flip-flop has external clock signal, then output of the first flip-flop, that means combinations of the output either Q and Q dash. Okay, this will be connected to the clock for a second flip-flop. Okay, so here remember, whenever we have a negative age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in upward direction, we use Q. Okay, whenever we have a negative age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in a upward direction, so we have a Q, and whenever we have a negative age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in a downward directions, we have to connect Q dash as a clock, right? For negative age trigger flip-flop, for up counting we have to connect Q, and for down counting we have to connect Q dash. And similarly with mode signal M, when M is equals to 1 we can count in upward directions, and when M is equals to 0 we can count in a downward directions. So if we combine both the conditions, so we have a M into Q, that is for up counting, and M dash into Q dash, that is for a down counting. So this is for negative age trigger flip-flop. So here first flip-flop has an external clock signal and the combination, that is MQ plus M dash Q dash. Okay, MQ plus M dash Q dash is basically connected as a clock for a second flip-flop, and then we have a third flip-flops and so on. Okay, here we connect MQ1 plus MQ1 dash as a clock for a second flip-flop. If we have a next third flip-flop, so we connect MQ2 plus M dash Q dash. Okay, so this is how we can connect this M mode signal with our output. Okay, here we connect with this output and we can count either in up directions or we can count in a downward directions. Okay, so whenever we have a negative age trigger flip-flop, we connect Q and M for up counting, and for down counting we connect M is equals to 0 and Q dash. Okay, so here we have a combination, that is MQ plus M dash Q dash. So using this logic we can design this asynchronous up and down counter for negative age trigger flip-flop. So here we have a asynchronous up and down counter using negative age trigger flip-flop. So here first flip-flop has an input 1 1, so J1 K1 is equals to 1 1. Second flip-flop has an input, that is 1, so J2 K2 is equals to 1. Okay, in an asynchronous counter always inputs are is equals to 1. Okay, so here we connect this input is equals to 1. Now here first flip-flop has external clock signal, so in this first flip-flop is connected with external clock signal over here. Okay, and then this combination of the first flip-flop's output is connected with the second flip-flop's clock, so it works as a up and down counter. Okay, that means it counts either up or it can count in a downward directions. Here we have a M mode signal. Okay, here we have a M mode signal, so here we calculate this combination, that is MQ plus M dash Q dash. This MQ is used to count in up directions and M dash Q dash count in a downward direction. So here combination of both is connected as a clock clock over here. So here we have this M mode signal. So this M is basically connected over here with Q and ended with this Q. So here we have a MQ, and here we have this one inverter for M. So here we have a M dash, and it will be connected with Q dash for AND operation. So here we have a M dash into Q dash, and both will be odd, and it is given to the flip-flops second flip-flops clock. Okay, it will be connected as a clock for a second flip-flop. So here we have a MQ1 plus M dash Q1 dash. Okay, so this is asynchronous up and down counter. If we have a further flip-flop, third flip-flop, so we connect MQ2 plus M dash Q2 dash. Okay, and we give a clock for a third flip-flop. Okay, so this is how we can design asynchronous up and down counter for negative age trigger flip-flop. Now how it works? So whenever we have a here M is equals to 1, okay, here whenever we have a M is equals to 1, so it will be forwarded to over here. So here we have a 1, so after this we have a here 1, and here we have a 0. Okay, here we have a 1, here we have a 0, because after inverter we have a here 0. So this second AND gate does not work, but this first AND gate will activate it. So here 1 into Q1, here we have a Q1 into a clock of a second flip-flop. Okay, and whenever we connect Q1 as a clock, so it will count in a upward directions. Okay, so this will work as a up counter. So simply we have a just asynchronous up counter circuit as we connect Q1 over here for a negative age trigger flip-flop, right? Whenever we have a negative age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in a upward direction, so we connect Q1. So as we have a M is equals to 1, so this AND gate will be disabled, because 0 into this Q1 dash is equals to 0, and here we have a 1 into Q1, so basically Q1. So here in a second flip-flops clock we have a Q1, so it will work as a up counter, and it count in a upward directions. Now whenever we want to count in a downward directions, so here we have a 0. Okay, so whenever we want to count in a downward directions, here we have a 0, so here we have a 0, so here it will forwarded, so here we have a 0, and here after inversion we have a 1. Okay, here after inversion we have a 1. So basically this second AND gate will work. Okay, here this second AND gate will work. Here we have a 0 into Q1, so basically 0, and here we have a 1 into Q1 dash. So here in a second flip-flops clock we connect Q1 dash. So whenever we have a negative age trigger flip-flop and we connect Q1 dash, it will count in a downward directions. That means it works as a down counter, and basically in a asynchronous down counter using negative age trigger flip-flop we just connect Q1 dash, right? So if we connect this Q1 dash as a clock for a second flip-flop, so it works as a down counter. Okay, so this is how this asynchronous up and down counter work. Okay, if we have a M is equals to 1, so this circuit will work as a up counter, and if we have a M is equals to 0, so this circuit will count in a downward direction, so it works as a down counter. So this is asynchronous up and down counter using negative age trigger flip-flop. Here we have a next asynchronous up and down counter using positive age trigger flip-flop. Okay, so asynchronous up and down counter using positive age trigger flip-flop. So basically here we have a positive age trigger, either JK flip-flop or T flip-flop with high input. Okay, we have a positive age trigger flip-flop, either JK flip-flop or T flip-flop with input high, that means in a toggle mode. Here also we connect our flip-flops in a such a manner that first flip-flop is first triggered with the external clock signal. Okay, first flip-flop will triggered with the external clock signal, and then this second flip-flop is connected as a clock. Okay, here in a second flip-flop we connect clock as a combination of a first flip-flops output. Okay, so output of a first flip-flops, that means combination of a first flip-flops output, a Q and Q dash, is connected as a clock for a second flip-flop. So whenever we have a positive age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in a upward directions, we have a Q dash, and whenever we have a positive age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in a downward directions, we have a Q. Okay, and if we consider mode signal, so for M is equals to 1 we have a up counting, and for M is equals to 0 we have a down counting. So if we combine both the conditions, so this M into Q1 dash is basically for up counting and this M dash into Q is for down counting. Okay, so this M into Q1 dash will count in upward directions and this M dash into Q1 will count in a downward directions. Okay, so whenever we have a positive age trigger flip-flop, we have to connect Q1 dash, and whenever we have a positive age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in upward directions, we have to connect Q1 dash, and whenever we have a positive age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in upward directions, we have a Q1 dash, and if we want to count in a downward directions, we have a Q1. Okay, so both the combinations with a mode signal is applied to second flip-flop's clock. Okay, so here we have this basic logical diagram of this asynchronous up and down counter using positive age trigger flip-flop. So here we have a two flip-flops, that is positive age trigger flip-flop. Okay, here we apply input 1 1, so J1 K1 is equals to 1, J2 K2 is equals to 1. Okay, now in a first flip-flop we apply external clock signal over here. Now here in a second flip-flop we apply this M dash into Q1, M dash into Q1, and here we apply, that is here we have a M into Q1 dash. Okay, here we have a M into Q1 dash. So whenever we have a M into Q1 dash, it will work in a upward directions and it will work as a up counter, and whenever we have a M dash into Q1, so it will work as a down counter. Okay, so this is basic logical diagram of asynchronous up and down counter. Here we connect M dash into Q1 and here we have a M into Q1 dash. Okay, so this is asynchronous up and down counter. Now how it will work? So whenever we have a here 1, okay, whenever we have a here 1, so basically here we have a first AND gate will be 0. Okay, because here we have a 0 over here and here we have a 1, so 0 into Q1 basically 0, and this 1 into Q1 dash, so here this AND gate will work and here we have a Q1 dash. Okay, this AND gate will work and here we have a Q1 dash. Now whenever we connect positive age trigger flip-flop with this Q1 dash as a clock, so basically we have a up counter over here. Okay, so this will work as a up counter, so it will count in a upward directions. Okay, so whenever this M is equals to 1, we have a Q1 dash as a clock into second flip-flop, so it will work as a up counter and count in a upward directions. And whenever we have a here M is equals to 0, so basically here we have a 1 and here we have a 0. Okay, so this basically AND gate will work and here we have a 1 into Q1, so basically over here that is Q1 and here we have a 0. So in second flip-flop's clock we connect Q1. So whenever we have a positive age trigger flip-flop and we want to count in a downward directions, so we have to connect Q1 as a clock. Okay, so as we have a Q1 as a clock over here, so it will count in a downward directions. Okay, so this is asynchronous up and down counter using positive age trigger flip-flops. Okay, if we have a M is equals to 1, so it will count in upward directions because we have a Q1 dash as a clock for a positive age trigger flip-flop, and here we have a when M is equals to 0, so we have a down counter, that means downward direction counting, because we have a this Q1 as a clock for a second flip-flop for down counting. Okay, so this is asynchronous counter using positive age trigger flip-flop. Okay, here we have a asynchronous up and down counter with negative age trigger flip-flop and with positive age trigger flip-flop. Whenever we have a negative age trigger flip-flop, then we apply clock signal as MQ plus M dash Q dash, and for positive age trigger flip-flop we apply MQ dash plus M dash Q. Okay, so using this logic we can count either in a up directions or in a down directions. Okay, depending on the value of this mode signal. So this is how asynchronous up and down counter can work. Thank you.